All right, we have Memphis coach Penny Hardaway, freshman Jalen Duren, seniors Tyler Harris and Alex Lomax. We'll start with coach's opening statement, then we'll go to the room for questions.
Yeah, it was, a pretty good run over this last couple months. They came to an end without our first goal, and that's to get a AAC Championship, tournament championship. But that's over now. We have to move on to the NCAA tournament, and we fought hard to get back there, and we have to go back home, regroup, and work, and be ready to go out to Portland and compete.
All right, if you want to raise your hand for questions, we'll bring the microphone over to you.
Penny, this was your goal you set out to do when you took this job. You've talked about thinking that you should be in, but now that you know that you're in, what's the feeling?
It feels great, honestly. I mean, it's bittersweet because we lost the championship game, but we fought so hard to get back into the NCAA. I'm not going to let that go by without celebrating that. And we're still alive. Hats off to Houston for coming out and doing a phenomenal job. And that game is over with. Nothing we can do about it. We got to go back and get ready to go to Portland.
Penny, just with all the ups and downs of this season, to be here at this point, I know there's still a little bit of a sting of a loss as well, but to be where you are now, making the tournament finally, just how do you put that into perspective?
Man, just perseverance, really, just from never giving up. We were 3-4 at one point, I think 9-8. We're 21-10 now. So we fought hard to get back to this position, and that's what we wanted, man. We have a chance as good as anyone to go into the tournament and make noise. And I'm proud of that.
This is for both Alex and Tyler. You guys have both talked about a lot over the years about one of the reasons you came to Memphis was to take Memphis, go with Memphis to the NCAA tournament. You wanted to end your careers that way. I know there wasn't a lot of reaction. You guys missed the actual announcement of it, but what does it feel like now to know you've gotten Memphis back to the NCAA tournament?
That was always a childhood dream. One day just coming, playing for your home, and then getting to the tournament. This is my 4th year here. We were unable to make it happen. And just to be able to make it happen this year, it's a pretty special feeling. And, we're going to attack that and give it our all.
Yeah, kind of the same things Ali said. It's a childhood dream. Everybody, you growing up, watching March Madness, watching the NCAA tournament. I'm a senior. This is my 3rd year here. I came back. I want to be a part of this team and, make it to the NCAA tournament. We didn't get to see what we wanted, but it's still a great feeling that we're going to get the opportunity to go down and play in the NCAA tournament.
In the blue on the right side.
Coach Hardaway, I would like to talk to you about your mentorship, being from Memphis and having the opportunity to mentor these young men. And how does it feel to pour this love into these young men and to the community of Memphis, sir?
Yeah, I don't take that lightly, being from Memphis and having the opportunity to touch, my team, the young men, and also the guys that are from Memphis. It's a lot. I know it's a lot on these guys being from Memphis and staying home, staying in their ears about, always doing the right thing, being good people, continue to work on your craft on the basketball court. It's just a gift from God to just be thankful for that. And, it just come full, it's just great because it's come full circle for me, being in their shoes, being in their uniforms, and then having them have an opportunity now to experience the NCAA is even better because, that's what we set out to do.
All right, in the front row, and then we'll go up to the platform.
You faced these guys last year in the NIT. I guess what are your initial thoughts on the matchup facing Boise State down in the NCAA tournament? Yeah,
really good team, organized, runs good offense. They're a really good team, well coached. They know us because of playing us last year. We know them. We'll look at the film from this year and obviously last year with the returning players, but really good team.
This is for Penny and then Alo and Tyler. It's an incredible accomplishment to come from where you came to be here, and yet it seems sort of you're not don't look elated up there. Is it more bitter or sweet? And how are you feeling?
Well, it's tough to be excited after a loss, especially a game that we felt like we could have won. But again, I am going to celebrate being in the NCAA tournament because that was the ultimate goal to get to the tournament. But we also had an opportunity to take care of business today. But the competitive nature in us is just not going to be elated and just forget what just happened an hour ago. But, we will be excited when we go to Portland.
Coach, oops.
Next question. With me, you know, the pain still sitting on me. After this game we just played, tried to give it my all on the court, but it didn't go how we wanted it to. So, you know, we just got to let that out. In the next game coming up and just leave it all on the court.
Yeah, kind of like what Alex and Coach said, you know, after a loss, you can't really be excited right now. I feel like, you know, I didn't give it my all tonight. So I'm up here right now, you know, I'm not too, you know, proud of it, but we just got to get back to the drawing board and worry about the next game.
We'll go up to the platform.
Coach and Alo, I just kind of want to talk, this is a similar question to what you've been asked, but you, Penny, are a legend in Memphis, right? And when you got the job, people were high expectations. They were on you when things were up. They were on you when things were down. And now you've returned the program after all this time to the NCAA tournament. Memphis put their hope in you and you delivered. So I just kind of want to know on a personal level how that makes you feel. And then the fact that you and Alo were such a powerhouse at East, you know, in the city of Memphis, and then to have this return to the NCAA tournament with you two together, him as a senior, you as a coach. I just kind of want to talk to the two of you about how that is for you guys.
Yeah, for me, it's great because, you know, when I took the job, it was not at its highest form. You know, the fans weren't coming to the games, and I felt like if the opportunity came about that I could do something about that initially. And then secondly, I thought that I can go out and recruit kids that were going to help us get back to the NCAA tournament. It didn't happen in the first 3 years. Obviously, we missed the NCAA tournament due to COVID, but we did it this year. And to do it with Alo, who I've been with for 10 going on 11 years, to be able to share this with him and Tyler, it's just it's a great feeling. I mean, I know where this came from, and then where it's going and where it's headed, and it's headed in the right direction.
Jalen, I'm curious, how were you feeling after that game yesterday? It didn't seem like there was any doubt you were going to play today, but how scary was that? Are you sore and any worse for the wear after that fall against SMU?
I mean, honestly, I knew we had a great opportunity to come out today and win this game. I always tell Coach I want to do whatever it takes to win. And I mean, I understand my role in this team and that I'm a big part of what we got going on. So, I mean, nothing was going to stop me from suiting up today.
And then, you know, obviously, likely your time is limited in the college game to get to the NCAA tournament this year. How does it feel for you? And given what you had to go through as a team?
I mean, it's amazing. It's an exciting feeling, just like Coach and Alo and Ty said. I mean, it's bittersweet, kind of coming after a loss, but I mean, it's going to be fun to go out there in the tournament. Coach's first time in the tournament since he's been here, and I feel like they're going to get us ready to make a huge run.
I know it was a hectic logistically, you know, the game ends and you got to go cool off and then the selection show and all that. So when did you guys actually hear that you were in, where you were going, who you were playing? How did that play out?
Yeah, we went into the locker room. We should have just gone right up, but we went into the locker room to talk to the team after the game. And they were like, we have to go up. And then right when we were walking in the hallway, they were like, it just announced. And I didn't know where, I just knew it was Boise State. And we found out when we got up top that it was going to be Portland.
And so I guess, what's the first thing you thought of when you heard, and this is for anybody, like what was the first thought that crossed your mind when you found out where you were playing and who you were playing and that you were playing?
You guys got it?
My first thought was, you know, we played them last year in the NIT. You know, that was a really good team, very coach, and you know, they had a good offense. So we just go look back at that film and watch also the film from this season, and just do a lot of research and a lot of film, a lot of studying. That was just my first reaction. For me, I'm just ready to go. Honestly, after this game, I'm ready to get back on the court and just kind of keep moving forward. Just next game mentality.
Yeah, my thought was whatever we got to do, we just got to go 1-0. That's been our thing this whole season throughout this run. So we just got to go 1-0.
For all three of you guys, you're about to play on the biggest stage in the NCAA tournament and represent 901. What kind of brand of basketball is this country about to see?
Just want to see that Memphis basketball 9-on-1 heat, and that's what we got to get to. That's what we got to bring out every game.
Reading grind.
For me, it's just like Elo said. I mean, I'm not from Memphis, but I've kind of like understood the type of culture that they have here, and I feel like that's the type of basketball y'all gonna see.
This one's for Tyler. You know, it's not every day, and we've talked about this before, that you see a guy transfer, then come back in a walk-on role. Just A, obviously, how difficult was that decision? And B, just thinking about your journey and where you are now to get to this point with the Tigers, what you'd set out to do when you're choosing between Memphis or Baylor way back when. You know, just can you speak to the mindset in the big picture of where you are and where you've gotten to now?
I would say actually coming back, it was a very easy decision. Really, when you leave somewhere and come back, you will accept any role you got to take, any minutes you get, any jersey number. Just, you know, it was an easy call. You know, it started off, you know, I wasn't getting as many minutes as I wanted to. I just wanted to win. And like I told Coach when I come back, you know, we never talked about playing time, you know, shot attempts, anything. I told him I just wanted to come back, graduate from the University of Memphis, you know, make it to the NCAA tournament. And this year, a lot of things, you know, deal with injuries, you know, guys went down, you know, my name got called and I want to step up for the team. You know, I still feel like, you know, I'm a veteran out there, even though I'm a walk-ons. So, yeah.
Jalen, I have a question for you. I see that you're not from Memphis, like you already alluded to, but I see the hard work and the determination. It seems like it just pours into you. It's like you feel it. And I would also like to ask Alex and also Tyler, how were y'all able to allow him to feel that and bring him into y'all's culture, sir?
I mean, that's just who I am, honestly. Of course, that's the type of coach Memphis already had, and that's why I feel like I fit into this program perfectly because of the type of mentality I bring. I mean, Coach Hardaway brings a non-losing mentality. He always wants to win. Alo, Ty, like we just all want to win and do anything to win. So I feel like that being my mindset coming in, it was just a perfect fit.
From that standpoint, the biggest thing with Jalen was just getting his trust off the court. It's bigger than basketball. The relationship we built, we got very close over these last couple of months. And you know, on the court, the trust also just leaving my body on the line, leaving everything on the line. We got that in common. So just to let that mesh in together for both of us, it just shows a lot of trust that we got. And like he said, he came in with the right mentality already, and we just had to get that trust on and off the court.
Yeah, Jaden is a guy, he came in with the right mentality. He wanted to win. I learned a lot about him this year. You know, he wanted to do anything it takes to win, you know, even if he's having a great game, you know, and somebody else playing good, he'll let them rock out. Just like Alo said, off the court, you know, we're very cool. And, you know, he's a great ball player. I mean, you can't really want to take a shine from him. You want him to get all the shine because, you know, he's bigger than me and Alo when you got a guy like Jalen Duren.
All right, thanks, guys.